Hey world, John G with Modern Design. You know, Halloween has always been one of my favorite times of year, and I had an absolute blast with this video. It was literally last Halloween when we started working on the concepts and ideas for this year's party. My whole life I've wanted to have a big Halloween blowout bash, and I thought, why not take the Oasis as an opportunity to show off our water feature, inspire the community here in Friendsville, Tennessee to come out and hang out and have a great time on Halloween. Let's make it about kids having a blast. Let's make it about the adults having a blast a little later on. And let's just have some fun in this amazing water feature that we've built. One of the ideas I got in my head early on was inspired by my love of the creepy stuff as a kid. I love Stephen King. And one of the scariest things I remember in my childhood was the scene in Salem's Lot where there was a casket down in the ground and the shovel was sticking out of the dirt pile and this guy and this whole creepy thing. And I'm thinking like M. Night Shyamalan kind of scary. I never wanted there to be people jumping out with chainsaws scaring people. That was not the goal. The goal here was to just create a great spooky ambiance for everybody to enjoy and where the kids can still have a blast. So that graveyard scene, I started looking and I thought, man, I'm gonna make a literally built to scale to fit me a full-on casket out of recycled pallet boards. This sounds like fun. Kids, it took me like close to 40 hours to build this stupid box, but man, was it excellent. The thing went together. I spent a couple weekends working on this. It was a good time. And then of course, being that we build ponds, I got the excavator out there and I dug that grave. This was one of the funnest things for me because my oldest son, Ian, by the end of the night, was dressed on in his full-on Billy zombie costume. And he was up there and the black light was on that gravesite. All of those gravestones, me and Ian and Sam, my kids and my grandkids, we built these crazy gravestones out of styrofoam and we painted them and put cracks in them. It was a whole project. There was a couple of weekends that we spent farting around with gravestones to create this ambiance. The one that I focused on was obviously my Adam's gravestone. Put a lot of energy into that. Again, probably 20 hours I put into this little artsy-fartsy project. Pond guys do that. In usual form, I was worried about this and worried about that. I put a lot of pressure on myself to make sure that this was good enough for the community, and at the same time, I wanted it to be fun. Lindsay did the whole grotto thing. The grotto has always been her baby since we built the water feature here at the Oasis. She put this giant 12-foot skeleton. Thanks for acquisitioning the skeleton, Sam, by the way. This whole area was one of the main scenes in my mind. There was a couple of scenes that I thought about being a great part of this project. One of them was, of course, going to be the grotto. The second one was what I called the hanging gardens. Sam created these cage-looking baskets that were hanging from the tree on chains. We added in a skeleton snake and some other stuff. And I said, how do we make this extra good? Blacklights, fluorescent paint, a fan to get stuff moving around a little bit, and of course, some of the smoke from the grotto area cruising through there topped it all off. Turned out super sweet. Two of my daughter-in-laws, Sam and Lindsay, were a big part of the organizational stuff that went on in the background of this event. They had a blast with the kids. They did pumpkin painting. We had face painting. There was a food truck. Guys, we had so much fun with this. Today is actually Halloween. I haven't taken anything down yet, but I'm still trying to decide if I ever want to put this much energy into a Halloween event again, or if this is it. I can't answer that. You'll have to wait to see till next year whether we do something very grandiose or something very much smaller than what we did this year. Hey guys, I'm John Adams with Modern Design Aquascaping. Our team builds custom ponds, fountains, and waterfalls out of natural stone and wood. I had an absolute blast with the color changing lights, making my water feature. into the spookiest Halloween water feature I've ever seen. I appreciate you guys supporting our journey, hanging out with the Adams family, enjoying our story. Like, comment, subscribe, keep on coming back while we're doing things that matter with people that matter. John G. out.